Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Hyde. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he'll air it. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Denver.
Jerry Jeudy, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Score, Broncos 7, Lions nothing. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Swift on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
7-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. After the run, Newton going to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Number 17.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a yard. At the 40.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Newton throwing again.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd and 7. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This is the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Newton. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Stop short of the goal line.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're going with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon McManus.
So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold it.
The quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game? For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
At the 18-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up there at the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The kicker here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
37-yard line.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Here's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Broncos 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
Kicker on for the
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Lions 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Newton on first down. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Newton on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Deep there on 2nd down, but it will wind up incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Newton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, a run with Lindsey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the 1st half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the 2nd half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That'll be caught by Cup. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A quick pass to Cup. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
At the 49-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And that will be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Sets up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
15-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It's a
gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Meanwhile, the final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field, it's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the 50, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down, Broncos.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Newton. On the move to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Kamalei Correa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Newton to throw. And throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about fourth this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the Broncos' 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
On the play. It's now 3rd and
they'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. And get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's got this down to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Good.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, and
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael O.J. Moody. Take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually